So Jadeveon Clowney has actually opened up a little bit, and a lot of information has come out. So rumors came yesterday about Jadeveon Clowney about his signing his tender. That Jadeveon Clowney has not signed his franchise tender yet. He doesn't want to play for the Houston Texans at all. So there is a lot of rumor going around, but I think this was said by him. A lot of things going around now that Jadeveon Clowney has already picked two destinations. He wants to either play for the Seattle Seahawks or the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know why he wants to go to Seattle. Maybe he thinks there's a big chance there. I know the Miami Dolphins are going real hard for Jadeveon Clowney, but the problem with Miami Dolphins is that, to me, they're rebuilding right now. I don't see, why would the Dolphins even waste? They're going to have to give away some picks and maybe a play. I mean, who knows at this point? But why in the Miami Dolphins? Why would you even consider signing a guy to a $100 million contract? I mean, it makes no sense at all. Shout out to the Bitterbirds. Adrian Fedke yesterday made a really good video about the whole Jadeveon Clowney situation. And I really do agree with him on this, because I agree to the fact that the Eagles would most likely bring him in just to get just to get a starter out there and to just, hey, you know what? It's more depth, and it's brings more depth with the other guys, of course. But bringing in Jadeveon Clowney on a rental for this year, it's not really a bad sign, because as of right now, I think Saturday around 4 p.m. you're going to have the first amount of cuts. I think the cuts are Saturday by 4 p.m. Down to the 53-man roster. So, Deshaun Hall is looking like that guy that's going to be in the rotation. Even Jim Schwartz said at the press conference, I think the other day, that Deshaun Hall is making a case to make this team. Other than that, he didn't say much else of anything. Josh Sweat's still there. Sharif Miller. One of these guys is going to be practice squad, because you're not going to keep all three of these guys. You're going to keep at least two of them. So if you even get Jadeveon Clowney, the only way I didn't want Jadeveon Clowney was because of signing a long-term contract. I think if Jadeveon Clowney wants to take his chances, he wants to come to Philadelphia, he wants to win a Super Bowl this year, he wants to help this team win and just get a big contract the year after this year, it is what it is. He probably doesn't want to go to the Miami Dolphins, but you know how players, when they say they want to go to two places or a place, it never really happens. But you never really know. It's like a smoke screen, or it's something in the air, pretty much. But his destinations he wants to go to is the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I know the Seahawks need some defensive end help, because they even got rid of Frank Clark as well. I don't really know who else they have. I really haven't been following them, so I don't know really what they have in that D-line, but it's probably not much. But with the Philadelphia Eagles, he's coming into a team with a good rotation. If he's willing to take less playing time in a rotation and to come here to win a championship and showcase what he's all about. So if you want to take Derek Barnett into this situation, Derek Barnett is not even going to be starting. He's going to be probably right behind Jadeveon Clowney on the depth chart. It's going to be Brandon Graham and Clowney on the outside starting, with Fletcher Cox and Malik Jackson in the middle. Oh, Jesus Christ. That just sounds great just saying that. I just got goosebumps just saying that. Should be great. Should be awesome. But I'm not going to get my hopes up about it. I just don't want Jadeveon Clowney for a long-term deal. That's all. If it's just to rent him for the year, and the Eagles have the cap space this year, if they want to bring him in this year, I'm fine. I'm cool with it. And I know I've said I don't want him, but I only want him for a rental. I do not want him to sign a big contract. Eagles have enough stuff going on right now that, especially with a few guys that are about to leave this team, you have guys like Wendell Smallwood and Jalen Mills, and some guys are, you have Jordan Howard. You have a few guys that are going to leave this team, and the Eagles need to draft well next year. And how much is it really going to cost to get Jadeveon Clowney in here if that's the case? You're thinking a second round or a third round pick, and maybe a player at that. I've seen people put Andre Dillard in the trade mix, and people are telling these guys that they're smoking something. Give me some of that, because I want to know what the hell they're smoking. As of right now, if it's just second or third round pick, I don't know, because the third round pick you could give just because of the Nick Foles leaving the team and being a starting quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars, playing a certain amount of snaps, which he's a starter. you're going to get a compensatory pick, a third round. You're going to have an extra third-round pick, and from the Golden Tate trade, you should have an extra fourth-round pick this year. So you're going to have an extra third-round pick, regardless, given to the Philadelphia Eagles next year because of Nick Foles signing with the Jaguars. So if you give away a second-round pick, hey, this is a guy that's played in a 3-4 system, but he comes to Philadelphia, he plays in a 4-3, and the guy is just one of the best run stoppers, but has become a very, very good pass rusher as well, and one of the best in the league to do it. But next to him playing next to Fletch or him playing next to Malik Jackson, it is going to be very hard to double team. Even right now, even without Jadeveon Clowney, I'm not saying we need Jadeveon Clowney to win. But if you add Jadeveon Clowney, let the rich get richer. The forbidden fruit always tastes sweeter, okay? We already have the forbidden fruit on this defense, but you add a little bit more to the mix, it could be a lot sweeter than it already is. Jadeveon Clowney's Twitter, I think, he's following Fletcher Cox on Twitter. Now, I don't know if it's recent or he's always followed him. And on top of everything else, Alshon Jeffrey and Jadeveon Clowney went to South Carolina. So I don't know. This is just, just a little bit of more information I found. You never know with these things. But other than that, guys, that's it. So Jadeveon Clowney, sorry, my phone's dying. Jadeveon Clowney's destinations are the Seattle Seahawks, the Philadelphia Eagles, and as a rental, I would love him here. If not, he can go elsewhere and get his money. So we'll find out in the coming days what's happening. I don't know. I highly doubt that Jadeveon Clowney is going to hold out throughout the season because all he's doing is wasting time. Hasn't signed his tender yet from the Houston Texans. So other than that, guys, that's really it. Any questions, please let me know. I will see you guys later. Shake Squad up. Fly, let's fly.
If I could turn back time, change your mind, still be walking.